See from the web post.
Yeah, he said I'm joining to post it to the women to they get money to the so that we'll go take it from there. I said, my man, how many bars for the same leisure?
Then how can the police people catch you now?
The police people, before the man call me back, now on the 18th, they more.
The same man now.
Yeah, the same man.
The same man who want for you to go steal.
Yeah, he called me on the 18th.
Yeah.
Now in there, around about 8:30, the man called me. He said, oh, my man, I'll let you be there and call you back again.
So that time you go to work?
I go to work.
You leave for your working place, you come to the man?
Yeah, I'm from to my working area to Clarence to now go to the man.
To go steal now?
No, I'm not go steal. I'm not go steal. I go to
profound sense of gratitude and humility. It has been an honor and a privilege to serve as your president and commander-in-chief for the past 6 years. Together, in 2018, we embarked on a journey to build a united, peaceful, and prosperous Liberia. And I am deeply thankful for the trust and support.
I am for the fight. I know our government did well. We built those, we did a lot of good things. But I'm saying that we could have done better. We could have done a lot better. Put the first female president of Africa. She was the darling of the world. Whatever you do in life, you have good, better, and best. You have to admit, and the president herself will be the first to admit that there were a lot of things we could have accomplished that we didn't accomplish. And there were opportunities. One of those opportunities I talk about is that we pay tuitions for students, for young people coming out of the war. We have been aggressive enough to put into place good vocational training, good programs. Would have dislodged most of those young people that followed. Would have made them better youth of today. When Nancy Pelosi came here and said, Ellie, you lit the world with light Liberia, I will make her put electricity here. There are things that we could have done better. The first 6 years, we did very well. But see, later on, there was a decline. There was a decline in many of the things that we could have done. So I'm just saying that we missed opportunities. And I have said it in cabinet when they used to talk about donor fatigue. Donor fatigue. One should always know that when you are bereaved and people go to sympathize with you, they're not going to be with you forever. Take advantage of the time there, make the maximum use.
These things could happen behind the scenes. So I supported Joseph Parker, knowing that by 2023 he'll be tired. Okay. Knowing that 2023 he'll be tired, he could have a good heart, everything good, but the brain is going down. You're not holding the end, you're moving down the hill. This is nature. My father, right now, I buy him pamper. Every day I gotta buy a pamper. There's a man who bought me pamper before. I'm buying pamper now because the time has reached. So I thought the old man could be president in 2017 and run for this. And he himself said it. He said, when you run for one term, he himself said it. I agree with him. 2023, no.
Wow, Gabriel had to go see to the mainland too.
Oh, so the man wanted for you to go steal from the web post too?
Yeah, he said I'm joining to go see to the women too. They get money to the so that we'll go take it from there. I said, my man, how many bars for the same leisure?
Then how can the police people catch you now?
The police people, before the man call me back, now on the 18th, they more.
The same man now?
Yeah, the same man.
The same man who want for you to go steal?
Yeah, he called me on the 18th.
Yeah.
Now in there, around about 8:30, the man called me. He said, oh, my man, I'll let you be there and call you back again.
So that time you go to work?
I go to work.
I would not know if it's wrong, but one thing that I was not able to accomplish that I wanted to accomplish was after the war, the Liberian people elected me, and in fact, the Liberian people elected me to unite the country. I was not able to get some of the other factional leaders to return to Liberia. I was not able to get one or two of the political leaders to return. And I think they helped to provoke the situation. I was able to do a whole lot. Strangely, the LPC, these were all warring factions, and all of the other warring factions, I was able to bring them into government. In fact, most of the combatants that fought for the government during the war were the combatants of the warring factions that fought against me. So I accomplished bringing them together. I accomplished making sure that the issue of tribalism went away in Liberia. But I mean, to a great extent, I think most Liberians now, if you went to Liberia and took a poll, they would say Mr. Taylor did his best.
Any other regrets?
The second regret is that I was never able to get the United States to understand me. I was never able to get them to work with me, which is so essential for Liberia. No president of Liberia, no president can make it successfully unless he is online with Washington. Now, I'm not the type of guy that you can pick up a telephone and command. I don't take that. I didn't take that from Washington. Then, even if I were elected president, I would not take it. I'm not that kind. I'm not a coward. But I do believe that a good working relationship is essential for any president of Liberia, or that president will fail.
You get bring her to go see to the mainland too.
Oh, so the man wanted for you to go steal from the web post too?
Yeah, he said I'm join to go see to the web mainland too. To they get money into the store, they will go take it from there. I said, my man, I only buy for the same leisure.
Then how can the people catch you now?
The people, before the man call me back. Now on the 18th, they more.
The same man now?
Yeah, the same man.
The same man who want for you to go steal?
Yeah, he called me on the 18th.
Yeah.
Now in the night, around about 8:30, the man called me. He said, oh, my man, I'll let you be there and call you back again.
So that time you go to work?
I go to work.
You leave from your working place, you come to the man?
Yeah, I'm from to my working area to Clarence to now go to the man.
To go steal now?
No, I'm not go steal. I'm not go steal. I go to, yeah.
When you see our baby, the rata, the way when you say small.
The one in the classroom.
Now, apa?
Oh, wow. So join the classroom, eh?
Yeah, and as the way they be for, they be that the way be. Yeah, but I won't control my man. You know, I do nothing you see.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
What's in the building? Leaking, oh.
leaking, I don't want now one just about come on help all to be it for all. Yeah, when you see our baby the way leaking, that the way they play. Yeah, now it's for that Baka got to help all again to be it.
And you put up a boa.
Yeah,
And I own the mill.
now I want to who go for you.
Jowiata and Bagata, you think which one correct?
Hey, the way when you say small.
The one in the classroom, eh?
Now, apa?
Oh, wow. So join the classroom, eh?
Yeah, and as the way they be for, they be that the way be. Yeah, but I won't control my man. You know, I do nothing you see.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
What's in the building? Leaking, oh.
leaking, I don't want now one just about come on help all to be it for all. Yeah, when you see our baby the way leaking, that the way they play. Yeah, now it's for that Baka got to help all again to be it.
And you put up a boa.
Yeah,
And I own the mill.
now I want to who go for you.
Jowiata and Bagata, you think which one correct?
Hey, the way when you say small.
The one in the classroom, eh?
Now, apa?
Oh, wow. So join the classroom, eh?
Yeah, and as the way they be for, they be that the way be. Yeah, but I won't control my man. You know, I do nothing you see.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
What's in the building? Leaking, oh.
leaking, I don't want now one just about come on help all to be it for all. Yeah, when you see our baby the way leaking, that the way they play. Yeah, now it's for that Baka got to help all again to be it.
And you put up a boa.
Yeah,
And I own the mill.
now I want to you know, I do nothing you see.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
What's in the building? Leaking, oh.
leaking, I don't want now one just about come on help all to be it for all. Yeah, when you see our baby the way leaking, that the way they play. Yeah, now it's for that Baka got to help all again to be it.
And you put up a boa.
Yeah,
And I
I swear, I'm a winner EPA with me. The song I want me to get it wrong. What's more like edition is taking from free bowl. I was set to go, and I is the one who said, we didn't buy it, yes, and I is the
It's a rescue. I just wanna ask you one question. Now who you came to rescue? You not give him the people what they want. Then you say you came to rescue. Let me ask you, Mr. Rescue. The people say not like you. You say you coming to rescue your people. Oh, that's why you to us. You even claim to even be the hero from your experience. But why you for us? So why the respect not stable? No job, no food to put on the table. No justice for the poor. Once you not get no money, rest assured your kids can't go. No opportunity for the youth. Instead of helping body, breaking property on the youth. Tell me why the people vote you for. You treating the people I hate to say you not love. It's a rescue. I just wanna ask you one question. That who you came to rescue? You not give him the people what they want. Then you say you came to rescue. Let me ask you, Mr. Rescue. The people say not like you. You say you was going to change things. But we not seeing changes. Promises you made you and your rescue team. Stay, we not seeing changes. You made the whole country divided into two. CDC and Unity Party, they can't conclude. You downsizing, you wish hunting. Now on the top of the Liberian people suffering. You downsizing, you wish hunting. Now on the top of the Liberian people suffering. Tell me who you rather give the rescue now. You and your rescue team. I say, oh, it's a rescue. I just wanna ask you one question. Now who you came to rescue? You not give give him the people what they want, then you say you came to rescue. Let me ask you, Mr. Rescue, the people say not like you. That's what yama 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 yama. I will like drama 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 drama. I live you all sama 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 sama. You say you are going to change things, but we're not seeing changes. Promises you made, you and your rescue team. Stay, we're not seeing changes. You made the whole country divided into two. CDC and Unity Party, they can't conclude. You downsizing, you wish haunting. Now on the top of the Liberian people suffering. You downsizing, you wish haunting. Now on the top of the Liberian people suffering. Tell me who you rather give the rescue now. You and your rescue team. I say, oh, it's a rescue. I just wanna ask you one question. Now who you came to rescue? You not give him the people what they want. Then you say you came to rescue. Let me ask you, Mr. Rescue. The people say not like you. That's what yama 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 yama. I will like drama 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 drama. I live you all sama 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 sama.
Okay, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, and a pleasant welcome to Freedom Hub on 87.9. The nation Liberia will continue to be a place of controversial, interesting conversations, especially in a period where the country is battling the situation of drug trafficking across the globe. Interestingly, today is one of those major days in the history of our country. The former Liberian Vice President, Her Excellency Joel Howard Taylor, was invited by the police this morning, prevented from traveling to Ghana, where she was expected to attend a conference for women. Later on, she was told to go to the Liberia National Police headquarters and have herself turned over to authorities of the police. Up to the time of this program, Madam Joel Taylor has been at the headquarters of the police. Information concerning the reason why she was invited remains scanty. We do not know why she was invited. We are hoping that the government of Liberia, through the Liberian National Police or the relevant authorities, would jump directly into the business of informing the Liberian people about what is obtaining at the capital. Is Madam Taylor Howard arrested in connection with the drug situation?
But we're not seeing changes.
Is there a different case for which she was called to the authorities of the police? We need the details. We need to know exactly what is happening. We need to know exactly what's going on. But again, too many things happening in the country. Liberia is expected to receive 1,200 of deportees from the U.S. People who may have committed crimes in the United States, or those who the U.S. government decide to keep in their country, will be sent to Liberia. 1,200 of them are expected to start arriving in the country beginning the 20th of this month. And of course, these are issues we are having on our docket. But again, we continue to advocate for a free Liberia, a drug-free country. We continue to advocate for a justice system that's going to be inclusive and not divisive.
You say you are going to change.
Join the conversation. My name is Kyle Oliver Kine. I'm here with Jeron Roosevelt. And of course, this week appears to be an all-male dominant week, as Princess Alexa Vanja Cody is still nowhere to be seen, hoping that she could make the last presentation of the week. If that doesn't happen, then again we are hoping that she will join us during the course of next week. right here on 87.9. My name is Kai. Jerome is here. We will take few bars of this team song. When we come back, we bring you our sponsor. Right here on the platform. Too many things happening in the country. A lot of issues going on. We will talk more about it. We are hoping to speak to folks from the Liberian government. If anybody from the Ministry of Information is available to talk, we have some few questions we want to ask. Similarly, if there is anybody from the opposition Congress for Democratic Change who is also prepared to talk about the invitation sent to Madam Joy Howard Taylor and possible arrest, that person can also join us right on the platform via our mobile numbers. The numbers are available to those of you. And of course, the Ministry of Information got my number. They know. People in the CDC also have our numbers. They can call us. They can send us a message if they want to be a part of the conversation. We have some questions to ask folks from the government. We also have questions to ask individuals from the opposition political CDC. Too many things to talk about. A power pack presentation on Wednesday today. The 19th date of August 2026 remains the year. Let's take a break to be right back on the People's Radio.
Like you.
If you're looking for fresh, clean and hygienically raised pork to buy, then make your way to Pram Hog Liberia. At Pram Hog Liberia, we sell healthy, hygienically raised pigs by the pound, so you get exactly the quantity you need for your home, restaurant, catering business, or special event. Right now, get the premium quality pigs for only $350 Liberian per pound. Our pigs are raised on a high European standard of hygiene and care, giving you tender, delicious pork you can trust every time. Clean farm, healthy pig, premium quality. Visit our home in Bomi County or meet us at our sales point at the UCR compound in Freeport, Town, Jamaica Road Junction. Just choose your pig. You weigh it and you pay for it and take it home. It's that easy. For orders and inquiry, call or WhatsApp 0777-888-804 or call 0773-895-634 today. Pram Hog Liberia, your trusted source for fresh, clean, hygienically raised pigs at affordable prices. Pram Hog Liberia, fresh, clean, healthy, by the pound. It's only $350 Liberian per pound.
Okay, so welcome back to the program Freedom Hub on 87.9. Jerome, bonsoir, monsieur.
I'm going there.
Oh, but you can speak French?
I am not going that route because the first time we interacted, it was kind of, I don't know. But anyway, those of you in Liberia, we'd like to say welcome. If you're driving home, those of you stay in your offices, on the bus, in the taxi, and the regular guys on the Transcycle or KK, would like to say welcome to the biggest afternoon conversation in this republic. And I'd like to say, well, Princess, we're still awaiting you. Our princess, like all of us say, is not here today. We're hoping that tomorrow she can be here to at least conclude a week with a female. Oliver?
Okay. Wow, that's it. So, too many things happening in the country, Jerome. On this morning, Madam Vice President, the former Vice President of our country, was invited. Yep. The former Vice President was invited by the Liberian National Police. And I want to play this. I want to play something very interesting.
Okay.
When she was being picked up, I want to play it. We'll have a whole conversation, and I want all of you listening, those of you who are regular callers on the radio, I want all of you to listen, all of you to pay attention, all of you to follow the conversation here on the platform. It's very important. Today we're going to be having a wonderful, wonderful conversation. But like we said this morning, Madam former Vice President was on her way to Ghana, where she was supposed to be attending a conference for women conference in Ghana. While she was on her way to the Rabas International Airport, she was being informed by security personnel at the airport that she has been restricted from traveling outside of the country on the orders of the joint security of our country. There was no prior invitation sent to her.
Mm-hmm.
She has never been invited for any questioning, any investigation whatsoever. There is no court order restraining her from traveling out of the country. Like the lawyers would say, there was no near exec republica in effect. And so it was an issue of surprise. You know, she was very shocked to have realized that she has been prevented from traveling outside of the country by the government of Liberia.
Mm-hmm.
So she voluntarily decided to leave the airport and return to her home so that she will have her lawyers contacted so that they can go to the police headquarters. While she was on her way to the house, this is what happened on the way. Listen, take your time and listen.
Right there. People got guns pointed at me. The police station. But the man put your court and one of my agents called. I'm not going to no police station. So the man said, once I agree, I'm going. I'm going for a party of my other phone together. What I said, no, no, so in fact, you want to kill out, result, no, don't go out. A big toy, yeah, yeah. Get a picture of that, let me post it. No, not for you, but I'm going to sing a fire with a car. We the car now. No, the police want to kill her. So I will tell you what to say. I'll be the call in the Congo. I want to like, we are para nothing. We the other are right with her. Are the EPS people? Yeah, he said we'll go straight to Central. I'm going to my house first and wait for my lawyer. I'm not going to the police station without lawyer. So I told her what to say. She go to a suitcase. Yeah? A go get a lawyer and important. Yeah? Hello? We read the cover that barrel. Read the mission help. So the police barricade will come go have a convo too. So I'm going to my house first and wait for my lawyer. So the police station. I'm not going to any police station without lawyer. I'm not going to do it. I didn't listen. But we were going to the police station. Look at the thing they put to it. Look at the thing they put to it. Oh, bueno, ahora sí. Going straight to the house. I know, man. I'm not going to the police.
Okay, Jerome. That was what transpired this morning.
Like a kidnapping.
And later on, the former vice president, lawyers approached the scene and advised her to go to the headquarters of the Liberia National Police. Up to the time of this show, there is nothing official that has been heard from the government. We do not have anything. Maybe we have to check the executive mansion website, or not the executive mansion, the
police,
the Ministry of Information. Perhaps we will check the Ministry of Information website to see whether there is any information. But the latest information that I got was that the Minister of Information will be addressing the press by 5 o'clock today. That is about a couple of minutes from now. We are hoping to have that address also. But that is what we have. That was what we saw this morning. Why was she arrested? We do not know. there is little information we have available unto us, but there are reports that the invitation and subsequent arrest is in connection to the ongoing cocaine investigation.
Okay. The over 3 or the 17?
We now have a whole joint cocaine operation in the country, so we cannot differentiate which of the cocaines, whether it was the $19 million or the 317, so forth.
Okay.
But what we gather, what we've been told, is that she has been arrested in connection with the cocaine situation. What is it? Was she an individual of interest? Was the joint security investigating her? Are there probable reasons for the invitation and subsequent arrest, as we are hearing? If so, let the evidence go to where it should go.
Mm-hmm.
There is one thing that we will say in this country, on this radio, in all of our advocacies. When an individual is accused of being involved with a crime, whatever that crime is, there must be substantial evidence to link that person with whatever crime ahead of the government, because the government is yet to issue an official statement.
Mm-hmm.
If there are tangible pieces of evidence to link the former vice president to being involved with either drug trafficking, facilitating drug trade, and whatever the case is, the law of this country should be the law of this country.
Mm-hmm.
I want everybody to listen to me very well. I'm saying, if there are evidence beyond all reasonable doubt to link Madam Joelle Howard Taylor, Her Excellency, to any involvement with drugs, the law of this country must be the law.
Sure.
Let everybody know that part. We do not support, we do not condone, we will not pamper, we will not, cherry pick in our advocacy against the vices of our Liberian society. While we acknowledge the importance of ensuring that the law be the law, one thing we will not condone, one thing we will not support is the part that has to do with cherry picking and selective justice. You listen to the audio we played this morning, a couple of minutes ago.
Yeah.
The police siren, the police officers barricading, this and that. The guys who shipped the $19 million drugs, the house they were keeping the drugs in, the very guys who were the shipping agents, the kings.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see the police go to that house with tons of vehicles and so forth, and the siren and all of the different hyping, the different noise? No. Somebody will have to explain to us why it is different in the case of Madam Joelle. The Wadakwabo, the Blake, and the rest of the guys from the Liberia National Police who were arrested, quote unquote, for transporting cocaine. Have you ever seen any of them in handcuffs? Have you ever seen any of them with huge police escort moving them around or arresting them, this and that? Have you ever seen any public display of any drama?
No.
The point is, the law enforcement agents of our country should stop making this thing political, when in fact a good portion of them are involved with this cocaine situation.
Sure.
I have said, and I repeat, when Madam Taylor is involved based on evidence beyond all reasonable doubt. I say politically driven evidence. I say because the government is drowning with drug cases, and you know, and the government looking for a way to breathe small, and then somebody just woke up and said, "Look, you know what, Madam Taylor, it was friendly with Jerome Roosevelt, and so since you were friendly with Jerome, and Jerome friend is a drug dealer, let last say Jerome not carry his friend to her hall before we went to eat, and we say, oh, the father went to the hall, she involved." I mean, those are not the kind of evidence I'm talking about.
Proof. That's not proof.
Those are not the kind of evidence I'm talking about. When there are genuine evidence to link Madam Taylor to the commission of the crime, the law should be the law. I'm not going to sit there to support her. If it is proven beyond all reasonable doubt that she is deeply involved with drug activities, she should be made to face the full weight of the law. That is what the law says.
Sure.
But if this is politically driven, and because somebody say the government is drowning, the pressure is on the system, there is a way we have to find it to flip it on the other group of people who are from the different political side, then that's a serious mistake that could jeopardize the peace of our country. Because the fight against drug should never be politicized. Now let's go to the other issue. Let's assume, and there's an assumption. Let's assume that Madam Taylor is being rumored or has been accused by one of those arrested or so forth of being a part of the drug situation. Okay, so the police got all right to invite her to ask her questions. There is a video from the Colombians alleging that they were introduced to the president of Liberia through the son of the president and one Ibrahim Traore. Has the police arrested Traore?
No.
Has the police arrested or called the son of the president to order for questioning?
No.
I just told you, if Madam Joelle Taylor is involved with drug trade, she must go to jail. If she cannot prove beyond all reasonable doubt that she is innocent, the law should be the law. That's what I just said. Equally so. What is the police acting upon? What evidence is the police, the joint security acting upon to invite her? Are those pieces of evidence so strong or stronger than what the Colombians told us in a video? And by the way, the EPS director made it clear that the video is authentic. It is not AI. The EPS director, he made it clear that the video is authentic. It is not AI. In that video, the guys made it clear that they were introduced to the president of Liberia and his son, Jojo Baka Jr., through a guy called Ibrahim Traore. Today, Jojo Baka is in America chilling. Today, he's in America chilling. His father is in Monrovia doing the job of the presidency. The police did not invite him. He had a press conference and clarified his name. Other airport workers during the 19 million crisis were being linked to the to the current vice president, Jeremiah Kuhn. Kuhn issued press release. He was never invited for any questioning. Although there are people who he said he didn't know. The people said, "No, man, I know you," and he said, "I don't know you." On any criminal investigative proceedings, if Jerome said, "I know," Kine said, "Jerome not know me." Once there is conflict, that conflict needs to be investigated.
Yeah, to clarify everything.
A serious joint security operation would have invited the two folks. Look, gentlemen, y'all come. You say you know the vice president he say he know you. Let's settle the thing. Because there is a particular speculation that this man was involved with drug activities, and they were linking him to being closer to the vice president. The VP said, "I don't know him." He said, "No, I know the VP." The clips are on Spoon Talk. So the point is, you should not use one standard to pursue a particular. You should not use one standard in handling a particular case and use a totally different standard to handle, another case. Madam Joelle Taylor is not above the law of our country. Equally so, Jojo Baka is not above the laws of our country. A lady who was arrested, who was connected to the money exchange bureau, who said she took $10,000 to the police. She said she gave the money to Johnny Boladin, gave the money to Johnny Boladin. According to the intel, the investigation and statements made, Rodney here talk about it. Stanton talk about it. Statement made before the joint security. She said she took $10,000 and gave it to Johnny Boladin, who subsequently took the money and gave it to Greg Como. Greg Como took $8,000 from the money and gave Boladin $2,000. Why is the joint security not inviting Greg Como to provide answers? Why? Marty Colley provided a video on social media, several pictures, and vehicle documents indicating that Fitzgerald Biago of the LDEA received pickup from the drug cartel members. The pickup documents were displayed on Facebook. The names matched with George Harry, who is the owner of Private Bar, an individual who has been listed as a member of the drug cartel. It was reported that George Harris gave the pickup to Fitzgerald Biago, who is the former, acting head of the DEA. The president constituted a committee to investigate the case. They said they could not find anything substantive. Although there was a vehicle that he was using to do government job donated by a member of the drug cartel. But guess what? The president said Biago will not go back to job, but he not do nothing. No, he did not commit crime, but he will not go back to a job. That's been selective. I just told you, if Madam Taylor is guilty of anything, she must go to jail. But you cannot keep other people who are equally individuals, individuals of interest. You cannot keep them, afloat. You cannot keep them in different category. Why is Biago not before the police for investigation? Why did Joe Barker relieve Biago of his position at the DEA? But thank you. He did not do anything, but he is not at DEA. According to the joint security investigation, he didn't do anything wrong, but he is not at the DEA. What sense does that make? The man commit crime, but he can't go back to the job. No, KOK did not eat Freedom Radio money, but he's no longer the manager. What sense does that make? He didn't do bad into the radio station, but we don't want him as a manager. Does that make sense?
You don't sack people or suspend people out something.
You relieve the man off the position, but he didn't do anything. That is what the president is making us to understand. That is what the government is trying to explain to us. And that's why we are saying no. Don't use different standards on a particular situation.
Yeah.
If you had the courage to invite Madam Joelle Taylor because your investigation is leading to her, she's not above the law. I'm not going to sit there and say Joelle Taylor is above the law. I'm not going to do so. But the truth of the matter is, if you could muster the courage to invite Joelle Taylor, you should have mustered the courage to invite Jeremiah Kuhn, because people have information about him. Oh yeah, be friendly with people there who does and that. Okay, Chief, we didn't say you in Cocaine Bene, but there were information that you did this. Okay, all right, Chief, we already understand. Say you're not part of A. Go back to your office, right? Yeah. Then we know that due process was done. Then we know that the law is not selective.
Or the procedures of that particular case is not selective.
It's not selective. The Colombians who said they got the cocaine, those who said they own the cocaine.
And the APS director admitted that, yeah, y'all can come for your cocaine, but we'll brand it.
Thank you. The Colombians who own the cocaine, who they did a video, said, we're coming back for our cocaine, the banner one. It was Jojo Baka and Epa who agreed that we can use Liberia as a transshipment venue. We were introduced to them by Ibrahim Traore. Jojo Baka Jr. admitted that he had traveled to Spain in Real Madrid with the Traore man, a minister of youth and sports, and an ambassador. Traore explained that he has traveled with Jojo before. Jojo too admitted that he had traveled with Traore. The Colombian cartel members in the video said they were introduced to Jojo Baka and Epa through Ibrahim Traore. How come you did not invite Jojo Baka for questioning? Today he's in America chilling. Are we saying Joel is above the law? No, Joel is not above the law. In fact, Liberia was existing before Madam Taylor was born. Liberia was existing before she became first lady to Charles Taylor. This country was existing before she became vice president. She's not above the laws of our country. We do not have any reason to defend her if she is guilty, if she is connected. What we are saying, you cannot use one particular measure in solving the drug situation for a group of people and use a totally different one for another group of people. In this case, The men who said they got the drugs did a video. They said they were introduced to President Baka himself and his son Jojo Baka. The video there.
And they show pictures on the wall.
They show pictures. They mentioned an individual called Ibrahim Traore. They say it was Traore who took them to Joe Baka and Jojo Baka Jr. Traore admitted that he took Jojo Baka to Spain on a business operation. Jojo Baka himself admitted that he and the Minister of Youth and Sports and another person, an ambassador, flew to Spain with the same Ibrahim Traore. That's a probable cause for investigation.
Mm-hmm.
Why didn't the Joint Security invite Jojo Baka? Oh, because he's part of president? You must have the courage to invite a former vice president. Why didn't you invite Jojo Baka for a meeting? Why didn't you invite him for preliminary investigation? The laws are not made for people in green or people in blue.
Mm-hmm.
The laws are made for people residing within the territorial boundaries of our country. Nobody is above the law. Oh, you think Jeru and I would sit here and say, oh, no, y'all got no right to invite Joel? No.
Mm-hmm.
You got all right to do whatever you want to do. But do it in accordance with the law and in accordance with evidence. That's what I said. Your evidence should be beyond all reasonable doubts. Beyond all reasonable doubts. There should be substantive reasons. Anything other than that, if it is for political reasons, to say, oh, the government drained down, the government is worried, that the drug issue holding the government, so let's find me and find one big person from the other government and they invite them to invite again here.
Yeah.
And you know, yeah, we're going to invite them again here. Even when they sue the government, we pay. You understand it? Even when they sue the government, we pay. But let invite her, you know, post on charge on her. When she go to court, we can prove it. They will say she's not guilty. When she's not guilty, she go. When she sue her, government got money, government will pay.
Oh,
but at least the people in the country will say, you be men in the job, CC men there too. If that is the game you want to play, okay, go ahead. The truth will still come out. But assuming she is actually connected, and that's what I'm saying. Assuming she's actually connected, why are you using a different standard on her case? And you are using a totally different standard on the rest of the other cases. Look how you took whole convoy to go for Joel.
Chasing her in
the streets. You could not take one pickup to the building that were keeping the $19 million drugs. You could not take one pickup there. There is no picture available on Facebook to see the police officers who have been arrested for the drug issue going to court. Why? A whole pickup was given to the DEA acting director by a suspect of the drug trade. Vehicle evidence, the documents prove that it was given by a suspect of the drug trade. He been using car in the convoy.
And you say he didn't do anything.
The government will never say Biago did not do anything, but they took a job. No, he didn't do anything, but you sack him.
What's the warrant of doing something?
What
warrant?
What sense does that? What sense does that make? He did not do anything. He didn't commit any crime, but you remove him off his position. You took him from there. You put Dennis Younger there, but he did not commit crime. Are we crazy? Are we foolish people to just sit down and swallow it? In as much as the government is unable to remain impartial, it's going to be a whole difficult thing for someone else to accept. Look at the lady. See the piece of evidence, how the dots are connecting. The Johnny Bolame, who they keep talking about, they say he took the money and gave it to Greg. Took $10,000 and gave it to Greg. Stand up with us, fool. I don't know why Rodney's here. That the lady appeared before Foxo, the NSA guys, and made a statement. It was predicated on her testimony that the money exchange bureau, Agbaka bureau on Rana Street.
Yeah.
That's why made the police go there to do arrest. Because the guy said she took the $10,000 from the bureau. It was from the bureau she took the $10,000 and went to the police headquarters. Gregory Como left his office and came to Boladin office That's what they were setting.
If bank give money for somebody to go get it, somebody, just go to the bank.
No,
and
so
that's the same procedure they're using with Judah.
Thank you. So the point is,
when it comes to
it was the lady who said she took the 10K, gave the 10K to Johnny Boladin. Boladin felt the play was packed. He called Greg outside and went and get him. Greg said, "I go to my office." He went and get the money to Greg's office. And and Greg took out 2,000 and gave it to Boladin. And he took that information alone from the girl to say, "I went there." Boladin could not get the money to Greg, so he and Greg went in Greg's office. Greg should be investigated. But when you leave all of these things, and maybe you got intel on Madam Joelle Taylor, good. If you got intel on her, you have all right to investigate her. But if you can muster the courage to investigate her, to go to the point of stopping her from traveling, and even when she was coming to Monrovia, they say, "Look, let me put my suitcase down and call my lawyers," you prevented her from going to her own house until she go to the headquarters. It shows that you are serious. Good. I agree you are serious. Why the seriousness did not go to Gary Como?
You're not using the same energy on your people.
Why the seriousness you apply today did not go to Gary Como? Why did not go to Biago? Because Biago, this man was seen with a vehicle donated by a drug dealer. Your own government arrested the man. Private bar owner, you see the man a drug dealer. Your own government arrested him. The vehicle document proved that he was the one who gave it to Biago. The police admitted that their headquarters is being supplied with internet by the private bar CEO. Starling, the same man who is now for drugs, is the same man who provided internet coverage for the police headquarters. The same man provided vehicle for Biago. The government said Biago didn't do nothing, but they take a job. The same investigation, the people who they arrested, someone they say, "We took 10,000 and carried to the police headquarters." They took it, they gave it to Grant took 8,000 and gave it for 2,000. You are not investigating him. You are not saying anything, but all you're doing is to apply so much seriousness on the Joelle case. Good. And that's why I said, I'm not going to hide it. Joelle Taylor, Madam Taylor, is not above the laws of our country. She's not bigger than Liberia. Madam Taylor is not bigger than this country. I want a roof going. I need somebody towel. Madam Taylor is not bigger than the country. You can have her arrested. You can charge her to court. If she cannot defend herself, that's the law. If you can prove it beyond all reasonable doubt, that's the law. I'm not going to stand here and defend it. Whoever will be involved, if there are evidence to prove, let the law be the law. But what we will not condone is for a group of people to attempt to want to do political distraction. To say because the government is going down, we got to find means to switch the thing around from on our neck so we can breathe small. Even when we can't jail her, let embarrass her. If that is what you are intending to do, if that is what you are doing, it will still come back to you because the truth doesn't hide for long. You can have the truth, but for a temporary time. And that's what we're saying to all of you. What happened today? Oh, yes. If you have evidence that Madam Taylor is involved, go right ahead and prosecute her. The children in the country suffer too much for the issue of drugs, Jerome. Children in America, in Canada, in Great Britain, they're suffering all around the world from drugs. Nobody should do drugs. Nobody should trade drugs. You can be whoever, my pastor, my deacon, my political leader, my anybody. You do drugs. If the law come in confrontation with you, let the law be the law. But what we will not condone is injustice. It's selective justice. One man was caught with a vehicle that was donated by a drug law. The government said the man is not guilty, but they take a job. A serious matter country? And you call this country serious? And you call the investigation serious? The government said Biago did not do anything wrong, but the president took his job. No. How the hell he didn't do anything wrong, but his job was taken? No, you talk to me. You answer that question. How the hell he did not do anything wrong, but you took his job? What sense does that make? What sense does that make? He didn't do anything, but his job was taken. You put the young guy in a position. That's being selective. That is being selective. If Madam Taylor is guilty, if she is connected, I keep saying the thing. And I'm saying it for those of you who just joined the radio so that you don't start talking above your head. If she is connected based on solid evidence, solid evidence, let the law be the law, bro. Mm-hmm. No, let the law be the law. We ain't going to sugarcoat anything here. Let the law be the law. But as you are so serious about intercepting the former VP, preventing her from traveling, why is Jojo Baca in America chilling? Because he's part of president? Hello? Mm-hmm. Because he's part of president? The Colombian guys in their video, they call him out. They name him as an individual who is assisting them to traffic drug through Liberia. They also name a guy called Ibrahim Traore in their video. Jojo Baca admitted that he know Ibrahim Traore. Traore also admitted that he know Jojo Baca. The both of them traveled together. They went to Madrid in Spain. Did the police call any of them for questioning? Did the investigation go to their doors? Are we using separate standards for certain set of citizens and a totally different standard for the other people? When the law is selective, then people become selective as to what they submit themselves to.
Exactly.
No. Exactly. If Jerome stole $1 million from the country, and you and Jerome going in cigar bar, you're smoking and playing with Garden Tete, then I go tell $10,000 and you can't arrest me, I can decide what to submit myself to. The law should be for everybody. When the law becomes selective, I can decide to be selective as to what I want to submit myself to. That is not the country we need. No, that is not the country we need. So if you are brave enough, if you are courageous enough to stop the former vice president from traveling based on your intelligence, which I do not want to question, good. But I hope the intelligence is on the basis of the evidence and not on the basis of political shenanigans. Because anything outside of that, the truth will still come out. That aside, that one aside, what happened to the other leads that you had? What happened to the other intels? Why we don't see those police officers going to court? I'm told they get in jeeps, tinted windshield jeeps to go to court. No journalist access. Why don't you guys want to make them available in the press? Why is Biago, who used drug dealer pickup for over 1 year in the country, why is Biago not before the joint security for investigation? He didn't do anything, but he took a job. The pickup in question, where is it? We are told you stop driving the pickup. Where is the pickup? We are told the same Harris guy was the one who supplied the police headquarters with internet. The lady who took the money, the police central office to Boladin, said Boladin gave the money to Greg. It was also reported that in a joint security meeting, the guy admitted that he said, well, I get the money to RG take 8K and give me 2K. Those are potential reasons, justifiable reasons to initiate an investigation with the very Greg man. When the investigation becomes so selective, then it doesn't show that the country is making progress. Because anything that concerns the law, it must be holistic. When you say people can steal in the community, when you say in Black D, people can steal there. What you are doing is that, okay, Black C and A, there could be crime under control, but by allowing stealing to go in Black D, after 4 or 5 days, or 4 or 5 months, or 4 or 5 years, when the stealing overwhelm Black D, Black A and C, that say ain't got criminal, will not be able to contain the criminals that will be in Black D. Mm-hmm. Because they may not even find anything to steal there, and they'll start going to Black A and Black B. That's why the law is never implemented in parts. That's why the lawyer will tell you, say, the law is most effective when it is holistic. To say, we solve the law halfway.
We're going to make division.
There is no halfway in law enforcement. No halfway. What the government is currently doing is halfway law enforcement. That the other group of people got, no, the issue of investigation ain't always mean that true. The guy from Colombia, it could be that they are saying their own thing different way. Right?
So call him.
They could be true. They could be saying the truth. They could be lying. What do? You call Jojo for investigation. The other one knows, okay, the investigation is fair. They call the president's own son. You think if you are called Jojo Baka after the Colombians name him as the man who introduced them to Liberia, you think if you are calling for investigation, even if you are lying, go home the next day. And you know, even if you are lying, go home the same day, sir. If you call any other person in the country, what do you think will happen? Oh, my man, Jerry, go, man. The president who son go to the investigation, you who that you can go. Then we know the law is for all. But if the president's son can have the privilege to issue press statement, why do you think Joy Taylor could not sit to the airport and issue press statement and say, I know nothing about what you telling me about? I'm traveling Ghana, I'm going. Same way you allow the president's son to go to America or to go chill. I'm going to submit on this note. Jeremy will wrap up, we'll go take calls. That one small country will get 15 counties. And people say we have 16 tribes with different small, ethnic groupings. 2 major religions. And our traditional people who do not believe in Allah or Jesus Christ. The point I'm trying to make is a small country here. When we are privileged to enter government, it is important for us to serve and serve with distinction. When you are privileged to be the government of the day, don't see it as an opportunity to wage injustice against those who do not have that opportunity at about that time. Because before you barb your eyes, even when at 12 years you're having power, it will vanish. Mm-hmm. There was a time everybody used to slap people's ears in the country and made them pump tire. Mm-hmm. Today, Marybroy is compromising some small integrity to be state witness in Saudi Arabia arrest case. Because if she doesn't do it, they will put her in jail too. Mm-hmm. I mean, different day, different discussion, right? Mm-hmm. I'm going to tell you how times can elapse and how things can change. Yeah. Those in authority should be very cautious. Even Taylor, who a chaplain had gun. There was a time where government came to an end, right? Mm-hmm. Oh no, Charles Taylor, a chaplain. To those who used to pray for Charles Taylor, they had gun. But there was a time came and passed. Today he's missing the food from Liberia. I'm sure he's missing palm oil. He's missing all of the toboggy and different things. He's somewhere lacking it. I'm told William V. Stottman used to go on the ship, take the gallon from Maria and pour it in the ship, carry a whole carton of cigar. If he's smoking it, West Nations on their faces, they're doing everything over here, drinking liquor, impressing and smoking and doing everything on the ship, enjoying yourself. Build baby houses, one in Bronkande, doing Vietnam in Bronkande, Tottenham fan, one P building there. People in Harper, people in Tottenham fan in Plebo, all over the place. Tottenham got plenty of property. To this, my Jerry and I even want to brush they even want to brush some of the land. No, Jerry, don't laugh. It's you. No. Some other Tottenham property saying some Jerry and I even got money to pay people to brush it. I said to renovate, I said to pay people to just brush. So my Jerry can afford it. The last time, Wuriyama, what is he?
Wuriyama?
No, Wurimaya, that Ghanaian, YouTuber. Yeah. He came, he went to Bensonville, Tobert House, the Bento House, Tobert Hart. Mm-hmm. The horses in golf were butchers. Enough butchers all over here. You check your snake, everything living in the house. Tobert got cherry.
Tom.
They are not, I mean, they can go to that mansion anytime. I mean, you could go to that mansion 1979, you could go there. 1978. You were able to go there 1970. You will get access first to enter that mansion?
Not talking about the family now.
Fine. Similarly with the Charles Taylor house in Bensonville. It's all sorts of butch. At the end of the day, you will leave power.
Yeah.
The message is you will leave power one day. The way you treat people is what will live after you. We support every decision that will weed drugs out of this society and the society beyond. Similarly, we will not condone anything that will be selective. The same pressure you are mounting on Madam Taylor, mount the pressure on those who are also implicated one way or the other. Then we know you are saying the truth. Anything outside that, you guys on politics. And politics, propaganda can last long. Propaganda can last long. Mm-hmm. The government can we reduce rice price, we do that. The country, World Bank, GDP growing up. IMF said the country economy is better, inflation down. All that nonsense you can talk it. Once the man, once the chicken feed leave from three for 100 to count to 3 for 75, you've done nothing. You can talk all your IMF, all your GDP bank, your World Bank, all your nonsense bank. You can talk all the reports. Once the cup of rest, ain't leave from 60 dollars per cup. I'm talking about the cup where they can beat the bottle. Why you not leave from 60 dollars per cup to count down to 25 dollars or 30 dollars? You've done nothing. Go ahead, do all your propaganda. But the truth of the matter is, when Madam Taylor, when there are evidence to show that she's connected, let the law be the law. Jerry and I would never come here and say something different. But don't be selective in what you're doing and think people will sit down and allow it. Because when you start to be selective, it shows that you could also intend to plant evidence against people when there are no evidence. And I'll take you back before I submit. Do you remember John Yanti? John Yanti is today in prison at Saw Beach. He's one of those who was arrested by this government and taken to South Beach. Initially, when the Capitol building burned, he fled the country because people were giving intel that, man, the government will arrest you. They want to arrest you with other people because they say that you're burning Capitol building. They may not want to put a crime on your head. So out of fear, he ran away and went to Ghana. John Yanti said the government went after him. They convinced some of his family members and managed to bring him to Liberia. And where did they put him? Luxurious lifestyle hotel in Tinkers Village. John Yanti said former police director Mark Ambulard, who was currently with the NSA, and other high-profile officials of the Liberian security sector went to the luxurious lifestyle hotel. They were giving him money, giving him food, and everything he needed at the hotel. Sleeping with wet towel and wet bed sheet. And you check out, maybe they were supplying, he was on getting. I don't know about that. But Yanti said in the end, they were behind him, they were bribing him, they were telling him, just agree to say that you the one burn the place, and that Fanatico tell you to burn it. That Jason Sibo say you must burn it. That Abu Kamara say you must burn it. That Jacob DB say you must just agree, say the man who cash. That the man say you, that all we want from you will give you money. The government placed him in the luxurious lifestyle hotel. He been there for almost 2 weeks. When he could not agree finally to their decision, apparently from the beginning he wanted to cooperate.
Yeah.
But I don't know, maybe he went to sleep and his conscience was beating him and he said, Lord, I can't do that. I can't lie on innocent people. And apparently that's why he said, Lord, I'm not going to do so. And from the day he told them finally, they said, I think you're doing it, and I'm able, that very day they put handcuff on him and took him to Central and placed him behind bars. Even in the court, John Yanti said it. He made it clear that they are arresting me. They want me to lie on Kofa. They want me to lie on Sibo. They want me to lie on this because they want me to be the one to lie. Say, I don't want to bring Kabila building when I know anything about Bunny building. What am I saying? If John Yanti can provide that evidence that people went to him to bribe him, to implicate others, it means that anything is possible with the government. The same folks who allegedly manipulated John Yanti, who allegedly attempted rather to manipulate him, and it did not work, they are the same people in charge of all the investigation.
Mm-hmm.
There is a possibility that maybe they may have corrupted somebody else.
They're using the same time.
To say, Jerry calls say, you not care, one allowed to Jerome Roosevelt before. As soon as you say on the recording, we'll use the recording now and put it in our possession and go hold Jerome and go arrest him. There could be a possibility that this could be playing out in the Joel case.
Possible.
It is highly possible that similar thing that happened to John Yanti, where they wanted him to admit, they wanted him to say he burned the building on the orders of SYC lawmakers. It is possible that similar thing may have been done with somebody else to implicate Joel. Mm-hmm. I'm saying there is a possibility. I'm not saying that's what is happening. And I'm saying this from a reference point. The fact that John Yanti said it openly today in South Beach. I know they can listen to radio there, he hearing me. If he listen to radio in South Beach, he hearing me.
Yeah. Sometimes they call from there.
Right? So if it was possible with John Yanti, there is a possibility that they could do it for political reason. Because they think weighing us too much. The whole country put him on. UP said that we don't want job in it. 2-hour policemen in the job in it. Our airport deputy boss in the job in it. The others deputy NSA man in the job in it. See the whole job in it. Let's find me and just find someone a story and stick it on somebody else. There is a possibility. There's a possibility. But all the same, if this is not propaganda, if it is not to save face, if they have genuine real evidence, let the law be the law. If it is propaganda, they are making mistake because the truth will come out. You saw the capital building case? Mm-hmm. After lying on John Yanti, then doing the one, John Yanti stood the ground. He said, I will not lie on something what I not do. And the case went to trial. The government knew that the juror could not find anything substantive. The government said, oh, the time the building was burning, the bottle we saw in the John chamber. The next day the government came out, the government said, no, we saw the bottle side, the where the speaker can park. Conflicting statement, the jurors are laughing at the government. Government get fair, the government said they want a juror. The case ain't in confusion. No, I'm being honest with you, the case ain't in confusion, right? So there is a possibility that similar thing that may have happened to John Yanti could be what is at stake. But I do not want to jump the gun. I do not want to jump the gun to say it is exactly what is happening. Because we are still investigating as well. But the same energy you are using on Joel Taylor, it will be so good when you decide to use similar energy on Jojo Bwaka, who the cartel members in Colombia issue video on, telling him say that he the one and a pa provided the safe haven for drugs to be shipped out of this country. And they said they were introduced to Joe Baka Sr. and Joe Baka Jr. by Ibrahim Traore. The video, yeah. The EPS boss admitted on Facebook that the video is not AI, it is real. Did John Security invite Jojo Baka because he part of president? No, they did not. Again, the lady who took the money from the Money Exchange Bureau, Jerome, told investigators that when she went there to meet Tommy Bonner, when she went to meet Boladin was not. Greg was in Boladin office. When she opened the door, all the other people there, she got shame. She said she came back. Boladin followed.
But imagine it is true because your boss man going in your office, you're having meet. That's only you're waiting for.
So Boladin followed. When Boladin followed, she get mad at Boladin because she could not get it in the open.
Yeah.
And they said in the NSA small meeting, Boladin told. They said, yeah, but when I get mad at 100 took a 2K and get a meeting, took an 8K. Are this information 100% true? I do not know. The joint security should have investigated. They should have called them. The first thing was Greg should have been asked to recuse himself from a position as Inspector General of Police because his name was mentioned by somebody in the web of investigation. You can see Biago, who was driving pickup in the country, donated by a drug suspect, somebody who was arrested for drug business. The man said he in jail.
And making me posting power for
yeah, the message ain't it. So our point is, we are not shooting anybody. We'll never shoot anybody. But let your investigation be honest. If it is not honest, if it is ambiguous, when there are unanswered, questions all around the place, then that's a problem. Yeah, Jerome. Let hear you and go take our calls.
I'm sick, very sick of our Liberia. We know it is scary, and sometimes you want to turn on the left, you want to turn on the right. You do not know where to turn because some of the things you see, you wonder about people who said they came to rescue the country. Now, the hijacking event that took place today, because that was not civilized. It was like a rebel regime trying to arrest somebody that they think that, oh, yes, we want to arrest this person. Like Oliver Kahn said, he said all of the good things and connected all of the dots. And when you look at how this government has been struggling just to prove a point, when it comes to development, the government will struggle. When it comes to the rule of law, the government will struggle. When it comes to justifying why we told the people that we'll fight drug no matter what, the government will struggle. The people who own their property, the drug in the country. I will send my goods to China or from China to Liberia. And I say, oh, the drug or the goods that the government arrested, I own that drug. But because Oliver Kahn told me that, oh, they can buy things here. So you need to bring these chicken feet. And everybody in the country knows that, hey, the president's son is involved. You think we should be afraid to say, oh, the president's son, he doesn't know those guys? Where in the world, my people, where in the world that all of the people around the police chief are involved in the drug business? And the president says he's determined to fight drug. And that police chief, after 2 months, is still sitting as the police chief and investigating a case. What there to investigate? What's there to investigate? So you're looking for point. You're looking for point. It is circling. These are things that we didn't expect to be talking. Hijacking people just to prove point. And let me tell the public, let me be clear with this. When you go on social media, everyone has their view. Oh, the opposition is weak. Oh, the opposition is weak. No. You don't follow crazy people when you're in the bar room, when somebody is crazy trunking you and then you want to follow. Or when somebody is tangling themselves or tangling himself into certain things, then you want to go jump into it. No, it's that things don't work that way. And that is why the opposition left start at the Unity Party use. And that is why they are struggling today. And every political party will have their own standards. Whether you're in government, whether you're opposition, there is a standard as a political institution. You will never add a Mr. X or Mr. B. No. So the government wants to be selective. The government obviously wants to be selective. They want to prove a point. They just want to prove a point that, hey, we told you yesterday that people in the opposition were in drug. How far is going to go? How many cases that this government has won? So I'm urging everybody to relax. Whether the government says Jiwa is included as she's trafficking drug, just wait for the ending. All of you are here when they say Speaker Kofa. was involved in burning the Capitol building. All of you were here. Why are you afraid? You know, I'm not moved. I'm not afraid. I'm not scared because I know the people that we're dealing with. Number one, they lie a lot. Number two, they are incapacitated to run the country. The president is a novice to the presidency. They don't understand anything. And so they are trying hard to prove a point. But at the end of the day, this particular drug issue will go squarely on the government's head because all of us know. We are aware. As far as the people in this country know that the people who send their drug into Liberia to penetrate the system, they spoke to the president's son. You think somebody will be having a 300 million drug go give to opposition person? Does that make sense? You think you're smarter than the drug people? That somebody who is a senior drug cartel from Mexico, you know how long they've been dealing with drug? That the man should be having his 300 million drug and put his confidence in an opposition person? No. This is just common sense, common logic. And at the end of the day, all of you will come back to say, Jerome, Oliver, you people were saying the same thing. So what are the police, what are the government of Liberia through the information ministry come and say, oh, Jua is connected, she's charged for money laundering, drug trafficking, that stuff. It's a made up story. And at the end of the day, you will know that this government is struggling to prove a point. I can't trust this government. The same way I cannot trust this government, that this government cannot provide for its citizen. And that's the same way I cannot trust the government on the issue of drug or on the issue of the rule of law. The same way I cannot trust the government that the people of this country, poor people homes, but been broken down, and when you talk, the president said they are adults. The government cannot provide. The same government that told you that they provided 70,000 jobs in the country, and at the end of the day, it was lie. How do you want me to trust the government when the government says Mr. X is involved? No. The reality here is that the government is struggling, and so they are looking for people to go down with. Drugs people don't sell drugs yesterday. They don't sell drugs today. There are things they ban in. If you listen to the video, the guys from Mexico said that they've been working with the president's son. So they will take, you believe that when Joseph Boakai and his group of criminals tell you that, hey, Jerry Roosevelt is involved in the $300 million drug, and Jerry Roosevelt is struggling. We were hearing the vice president, the former vice president, struggling for her benefits. Somebody will get connection with people who selling 300 million drug. You think drug people get time for money? They can waste money. They don't care. So they won't be having their products, and they go trust people and say, oh, you in opposition? Okay, through you, I can sell my drugs there. The government needs to start playing fun and be serious. The government needs to be serious on the fight of drug. Bring the police chief. Bring the police chief. You stop playing games. And that's all I can say. The government should stop playing games. Whether you tell all that Jua Hotel or the former vice president is involved, I'm not going to buy it. Because you people told us here that former Speaker Kofa and other lawmakers burned the Capitol building. And at the end of the day, it was lie. You people said Samuel Twelve stole money. At the end of the day, you started struggling with your own case. And that's where you are. They say put what is in your hand down, not what is in your blood. Oh, so you in opposition, you are afraid that the government say, oh, Jua is connected. Leave it. It is not the first time. There is nothing to be afraid of. Nothing. These guys are struggling. Leave them alone. Let them tangle themselves. Because if a civilized government, to say, okay, yes, Before you get to the police station or to the police headquarters, you're going to pass on the main street. We don't have any road to get to the police headquarters unless you pass in the front of Jua's house. How come the same government that said they were taking their own time to investigate this drug matter, how come they have been recklessly trying to show up proof, putting gun in the face of the former vice president? You think that when y'all do that, we say, oh, you're serious? No, we don't care. That woman is innocent. You believe it? You not believe it at your business. I know the government I'm dealing with. I know the president I'm dealing with. I know the officials I'm dealing with. And at the end of the day, what we're telling you here, at the end of the day, that what will be the cornerstone. You got drug people all in your embassies, all in your government, all in government places. And at the end of the day, you're still looking for people to connect because you want to prove a point. The drug law says that when the property is connected to drug, you can seize the property. Today, we don't even know who has the 70 million drug house. We don't know. The 300 million drug house is still there. We don't know. And some of you, oh, the opposition is weak. Oh, the opposition is weak. Oh, because Facebook is there. Everybody can write their own thing. You'll lead us with that story. So if the opposition have followed the government stand on the burning of the Capitol building, will destroy our country because of stupid people. That's what you want us to do. That's what you want us to do. Let's agree that everybody say, oh, the opposition needs to fight. So everybody now knows that the government accused former Speaker Kofa and other people or other lawmakers of burning the Capitol building. Everybody now knows today that it was lie. Everybody now knows that it was lie. Oh, Samuel Twice stole 30 million, from 30 million to 3 million. Today, all of us know it was lie. Oh, Joe, we have stole 16 billion. At the end of the day, all of us know today it is lie. And you want me to tremble because bunch of criminals, they are telling you, you know what they call, whenever the victim struggles vigorously to protect himself, he's been made a criminal, what the criminal attitude goes to the victim. You know the meaning of that? And that is why it is important you take time to read. When you know who you're dealing with, you're not going to be fighting. Oh, the opposition is weak. There is something we call pattern in politics. The way Democrat will behave in America, the Republican will not behave like that. And that is why we keep telling you, this government doesn't believe in justice. And I will continue to tell you that they don't have any proof. And that is why they keep losing cases. They exacerbate things as though they are in control of that thing, but at the end of the day, there will be nothing to prove. Now, ask yourself, why they didn't go and write Jua to say you are invited? You know why they did that? They knew that this woman was traveling. They are aware.
So they said she helped some people get diplomatic, passport, and some other people there, they are connected to some kind of look.
Wait.
Yeah.
You know what they said?
Yeah.
Shall we? Yeah, I just told you that a lot of people, just listen. They're trying to prove a point. Oliver, I will send this thing to you for you to read quickly. Just, it's not long. Just read it and then you continue from there. Let me just send it to you quick. I just want you to read it. Thank you for bringing that information. Let me just send it to you and read it quick, and then we can.
So why we are getting prepared, because we got to go take course. It's a whole lot.
That's just something just to prove what they are saying. I just want you to read it, huh? I just want you to read it. Okay. Okay, it's there.
All right. So here is National Police charge Ruben M. So the technical assistant of the Liberian Water and Sewer Corporation with forgery, criminal conspiracy, and criminal facilitation on June 11, 2006. He allegedly forged the managing director's signature and used the official stamp to illegally process a service passport renewal.
Okay. The point I'm making is that if you can arrest a common man who used Mo Ali's signature, why are you going for Jua? Because he says she doesn't have that power. All of her, she doesn't have that power. The government is struggling, and that is the point.
So, before we go take course, we were clear. You know when I left, the bigger mistake any government can make is you serve before you left power, then you come out of power. Those who were in power when you left, they got people in the system that would still give her information.
Okay.
Do you know we kept talking about CCTV
footage?
Not CCTV, but the internet, Starlink.
Yeah, Starlink.
Do you know that all the CCTV cameras at the police headquarters were installed by George Harris, the private bar CEO, the man who was arrested for drugs?
Wow.
So all this information pointing to drug. So let's assume Joa Taylor may have given somebody service passport when she was vice president.
When she was vice president?
Yeah, but Joa got power to get anybody service passport right now.
Come on.
You understand that? Let's assume she she gets somebody service passport when she was vice president. Jerome, when you are the vice president of the country, or you speaker, or you got service passport immunity as a citizen of the country or government official, you get ready to look at KOK and say, look, you can write for me to get my service passport. If I'm very important to you, you can write. Say, look, this man will be serving as my representative in either Qatar or some place. You can do it. Whatever I go do on my own personally, it got no bearing on me.
I just wanted to actually say, how does it connect?
So, I mean, we're not going to go into the details. After today, we'll get to know the rest of the details surrounding what has happened. But it's terrible, my dear brother. It is terrible. If you have something serious on Joel, go and bring it forward. But if you are into politics, you guys have touched something terrible that you will not like. I'm being honest about it. If it is something real you have on Joel, go and go to prosecution.
No, that what we can say all over before we go to the line, for me, my opinion, if that what you people were running behind our woman for in simple English, you please lead the woman. You please.
No, it has reached the place where we are not even asking people to leave women anymore.
No, but all of all, that is not connected. There are people who were supporting CDC and joined the Unity Party today. The official spokesperson of the CDC is the one supporting the Unity Party today.
Oh yeah, can you
the official spokesperson of the CDC doing the campaign is the one supporting the Unity Party today. So why you will say, oh, CDC must go force Unity Party and say bring the man back? So all the things he said during the campaign, why the Unity Party government cannot hold him? And that is why I'm saying they have to leave the woman alone. They have to leave her alone. Okay. I was just saying here, and the thing just didn't end from my mouth. The people struggling, and so they want to prove a point. They want to prove a point. That all they're doing. You get a bunch of people who are resigning today. They're resigning from CDC. You are appointing them. They're coming over, you celebrating. Oh, CDC cracking. All because the citizens are saying, we want to know who bringing the drug in the country. Then he said somebody appointed somebody during the time they were there. That kind of thing you want me to listen to? All of us are too sound for that thing. What I'm saying here is that the government is struggling, and I stand by that.
Oh yeah, and trust me, if you are doing this because the whole country been behind you about how your police use sarin to transport drugs, if you are doing this to Joel, because the whole country is behind you, concerned about how the Colombian named the president's son as their man on the ground who linked them to a par for which they are using the place as a hub. If you are doing this to Joel, because a lady who took 10,000 to the police headquarters made it clear that she get the 10,000 to Johnny Boladin. Boladin gave it to Guerrero Komoto 8,000 and get 2,000 back. If that's why you're doing it to Joel, if you're doing it to Joel because the man you arrested from private bar was the same person who put Corin
at the police headquarters.
He was the same person who put internet facility at the police headquarters.
Look at that.
They see me who put in the facility at the police headquarters and turn around and supply the police headquarters with CCTV camera. But Gary Kumana know him. Hello? If you're doing this because the acting head, the former head of the DEA, was giving a pickup by a drug dealer, you remove him from a job, but you did not subject him to investigation. The people concerned about why you took that selective decision. If that's why you're doing this to Joe Warden, you are mistaken. Because the truth crossed to the ground will die, but for a moment. For a moment. We just hope you have something substantive against Joel. If this is about politics, you got to be careful. Because in the end, she's going to go to court. If you cannot prove it, she will walk scot-free. The government becomes the victim. In the end, the government will turn into a laughing stock.
Yeah.
Obviously. You can suppress it for a while. You can suppress it forever. The more you make things complicated, the more it becomes difficult for even you. But just wrap up, my brother, so we'll go take course.
Oliver, let's take course. I don't want us to waste our time on what you brought. It killed the whole argument. It killed the whole argument because, and how you think as a police officer is not how the law thinks. How you think to prove or to make president look good, it is not how the law sees it. Anything you accuse somebody of, you have to prove a point, justify your evidence beyond all reasonable doubt. So that thing where you're on, that you're flacadating your own. Yeah. You people wasting time. Let's go to the line and take calls all over.
Okay, so let's go. Please call directly on the radio station phone. I am 100%. What is it? Is this mine? Yep. Please call on the radio station phone. I'm researching with my phone. Please, I beg you guys, call on the radio station phone. Do not call my private lines today. Do not call my private lines. 086 500 104 0776 104 104 are the numbers to join the conversation. Plus 231 86 500 104 is the number for those of you outside of Liberia. Join the conversation. Let's talk. We have less than 12 minutes on the platform. This person, hello, how are you? How you doing?
Yeah, good evening, KOK.
Good evening, my brother. Let's hear you. Let's make it snappy.
Yeah, I'm Maurice Somai calling from Cardwell.
Go ahead.
You see the people, the rescue government, they are joking. And what they are doing now, when they continue doing this, we ourselves will stand on our feet to defend our country, defend our right also. And not because when you opposition, you're nobody in the country. When they continue doing this, we come after them too. We defend our country. We defend our country, we defend our state. And we also protect our rights.
Okay, we leave you right there. Let's talk to the other person. Hello, how are you? How are you? Let's hear you.
Yeah, I'm Alexander Santos. I called the capital Baba.
Go ahead.
You see, the vision in this government have nothing to say at this time. But what it's doing, they should know it will end tomorrow. See, actually, what happened today is just a wish hunt. Look at the kind of thing that happened this morning to the vice president, the former vice president. So let this government focus on doing the Liberian people job. There are a lot of things you can do in this country, my brother. Let the people forget about the wish on and do the country work. What we elected them for, let them do the work for us. We're begging them. Let them do for this thing. They think hunting, holding the one. At the end of the day, I just beg them. The monarchy, I want to make that. Because I know that what they want to drive back, to just be going around until they can get to. We have the former president himself, which will not be even granted by any other president in this country to say, we'll give them a chair, let it carry we are. No. So please, President Boaka, we elected you. You came in this place here that you can rescue the nation. Just forget about all this and do our country work.
Okay, we leave you right there. We leave you. Let's talk to the person. Go ahead. 1 minute, no time.
Hey, good evening, okay, and Jerome.
Go ahead.
My name remains Musa G. Brown, and I'm from New Jersey. You know, okay, it is so pathetic and disgraceful for you guys to always be proving right. Okay, look, you know what? All of what you guys have been saying for time immemorial concerning this drugs, concerning the behavior of Gregory Cuomo, the behavior of Joseph Boakai, the behavior of the entire cartel government have been just proving today. You remember you guys said that what is happening with the day a name of an opposition is mentioned, you will see the entire police barrel moving? What a shame to our country. The former vice president of our country. Look, she's above the law and you said, okay. And nobody is going to support somebody for bringing drugs to our country. But they just fight for currency sake. Gregory Cuomo had all of the evidence surrounding the blocking. No. But that was one of the reasons why when they removed, how they call it, ball, before the DA, and they brought in Ziankam. And I tell Ziankam, my junior brother, be careful. You are dealing with a snake that they call Joseph Black.
Okay, we leave you right there. Let's talk to the other person. Hello, go ahead. 1 minute. How are you?
Hello.
Go ahead, sir. Let's hear you. What's your name? Where you join us from?
Yeah, Melvin. Istanbul, Turkey.
Melvin from Turkey. Go ahead, Melvin. Let's hear you.
Yeah. The former vice president accusing of office giving diplomatic passport to an individual. So my question is that the diplomatic passport in Liberia is issued for every 2 years. And regular passport is issued for 5 years. So and they left power sent 3 years ago, almost 3 years. So something is confusing.
And beyond that, when the government came to power, they revoked all diplomatic passports.
Yeah, that's what I was just coming to say. So if they left power, all those they issued the diplomatic passport to, they got expired in 2 years when they left power. Maybe they gave it a day before they left. So it had been expired in 2 years. We are in the 3rd year now. And then in that 2 years, the present government recalled every diplomatic passport. So I can't understand. I think they're just trying to trying to test the patience of the opposition, and the opposition need to be stronger, not by going on demonstration. They need to be stronger by being more active, and everything that happened in the country, they had to come up with a statement and with a position, not just to sit in the background. They will continue like this. The next election will be bad for the 2029 election, because you will be surprised that day to the election that did without one of the big opposition or leader, and then the whole thing will just chaplain in the country. So now the opposition need to be speaking up about now. You know, it is time they need to talk, especially CDC that we belong to. The leadership need to speak. They need to be very robust.
Okay, thank you.
For the show.
Thank you from Turkey. We leave you right there. Let's come to Liberia. Hello, go ahead. 1 minute. Let's hear you.
Okay, and good afternoon to your co-host.
Go ahead, sir. Let's hear you.
I'm Amos Fonko. I do call you from the capital of Africa.
Go ahead, Amos.
Yeah, I just want to say something here. Is the former vice president is found guilty, then she must go to jail. But once she is not found guilty, then she has to take case of legal actions on the government, because it's spoiling her reputation.
That's right. Thank you very much. We leave you right there. Let's talk to the other person. Go ahead. 1 minute.
Good afternoon, Oliver Cam and John Roosevelt.
Go ahead, sir. Let's hear you.
Yeah, I'm Peter David Council. I call from Honor Street at Yellow Justice, an outstanding member of the Concerned Branch for Justice.
Go ahead.
You know, there's a fascinating tactic that have been deployed by this particular command, especially in the foreign on an unfortunate ground.
Go ahead, bro.
You cannot use that kind of political declaration. You, the police director, you articulated to the Liberian people that they are senior government officials that are associated with the drugs issue. And you had arresting power. You did not arrest any of them. That today, because Honorable Howard Taylor have been called to attend
wrong in Ghana, and you want to use her as a scapegoat, it cannot work. You are dealing with educated and intellectual society. People that are educated more than your entire government, God can come on. Is that going to work? The people that are bringing drugs into the country, they are in the hands of the president, the current president, just like Imam Bwakai. You are one of those, God can come on, you are a suspect of this particular drugs. All your surroundings are being implicated.
Okay. Thank you.
We are not going to bow down to that. And we are calling for people to really drill our setup. Or absolutely, there will be on specified actions.
Okay.
From the Liberian people.
Thank you. Thank you. We'll leave you right there. Let's talk to the person. Go ahead. 1 minute. How are you? How you doing?
Yes, hello, KOK and Algeria Roosevelt. How you people doing?
We're great, ma'am. Let's hear you. Where you join us from? What's your name?
My name is Lydian, and I'm calling from Sweden. I just want to give a little, how to call on your show.
Go ahead, Lydian.
Concerning Joy, what happened to her today when I saw it on Facebook. The thing here is, I think you guys remember last week or 2 weeks ago when Joy appeared on OKFM, and she was trying to, talk to, I don't know whether it was a lawmaker or whatever, and that he said, they rescued Joy and whatever, and then they also asked her, Clarence asked her, they said that we read on Facebook or saw on Facebook, they said, you endorse Joe Boaka, that he's doing well, and she went on to tell them, what she already said. And then she also went on to tell the public what the CDC government did under the regime. You understand? And then how she went on to tell how this government is struggling. These are the reasons why these people try to, intimidate this woman. They are doing this. They are not doing it because of passport or drugs. No. They are doing it because the interview this lady had on OKFM and made things clear that she was never supporting, she never supported, Joe Boaka. Her statement was not like that, and she went on to tell them what she really said and what she meant. So these are the reasons why they are doing all these things. But these people, they don't want anyone to talk about the drugs. They don't. They don't want anyone to speak. When you speak about the drugs or what they're doing in the country, they go after you. They are haunting people. They are haunting.
Thank you.
They are trying to silence the critical voices.
Thank you.
So,
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Lydian. Thank you, Lydian from Sweden. We leave you right there.
Okay.
Go ahead, man. Sissy, let's hear you.
This they have to add. You better shove people now. This they have to add there.
Go ahead.
Oh man, you funny make it. Yeah, man, that's correct.
Sorry.
Serious issue here. Okay, I think it's sorry about to argue. So, okay, let's be serious. Let's consider serious. Okay. Any person that will this, they will get this stupid. We can never see stupid in the country. The way the government is doing, we want the people, and it's the rest in it. You call your girl, come on, you do a time come official. Higher up. They were in the thing. And so they can't get a list for the people. He said you're getting it so bad for the people that brought the drugs in this country. So they will say, ask him, very come on. So call on this. They tell you about going for shower teller. What best in the past, what I get for. And when you keep on your thoughts, so everything is for there, it's a big bank. Now they put permission for the bank, it's for the passport, and you do airport, so you want for at the airport. You see that the rest of the ones do it, okay, no. But there's someone who yes, he left. That's the key. Any key, the same thing. So now, what is doing? They will pay for it tomorrow and put it up on your leader. They can really speak up, what is that one week? And we're not telling for the people tomorrow, tomorrow. They're testing the water.
Okay.
They're testing the water. So they gotta wake up.
Thank you.
And wake up Sunday.
Thank you. Thank you very much. We'll leave you. We'll go to the international line. Go ahead. This person, let's hear you 1 minute. No time.
Yeah, good morning, KOK. From my end, calling you from Tokyo, Japan. I'm Hali.
Go ahead, Hali, from Japan.
I've become a lavish talk. You know, the government of the day is sorry to say, but we are being mocked and laughed at outside here. Our brothers from the African region look at us every day and play fun out of us, say our country stealing in drugs and traveling to come look for. Okay, I'm speechless. What happened to the vice president today? No, it's beyond imagination. Anyway, it's the government of the day. What the people voted for, that's what they got.
Okay, we leave you right there.
That's what we.
Thank you very much. We leave you right there. Let's go and talk to this person. Hello, how are you? Your background is noisy. This person, go ahead. Hello.
Yeah, good.
How are you? How you doing?
I'm anyway. I think estimate. I'm trying to say that all the things that are happening by the government, they are trying to hunt for just beer. The thing that happened, they only want for job we have to find. If this drug business, job we are in this country, they're going to hang it on him. That's why they try to do it all kind of ways that he can come in. But I thank God that he left from here, he was in the state. But if job we are in the country, before the drug business came in, that he didn't want to haul him in. Because they want to get rid of him. So that all I just want to tell you, they want to get rid of him. That's why they're hunting all the followers. Thank you.
Okay, we leave you right there. Let's talk to the other person. Go ahead. 1 minute. How are you?
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening.
My name is Isaac Kamara, and I call the evening for Fayetteville. You know, Liberia is a post-war nation. We fought war in the country for 14 years. Am I right?
Oh yeah. We fought some.
Yeah.
We fought some. And we'll go ahead.
Yeah, and some of the reasons why we fought war in the country were not because people were so much hungry for food to eat. We fought war in the country because people were marginalized. We fought war in the country because other people felt intimidated by the government of the day. And we fought war in the country for other reasons that are being seen today under this particular government, under the General Podcast. Okay, if this government feels that Liberia should return to a path, I think they are working the citizens by the day. We are not wishing for it. But between now and 2029, I foresee a serious citizen action against this government if they are not careful. We are saying these things because we are seeing what the government is doing to our citizens, it's what the government is doing to our stakeholders who are impact government, only because they were for the past administration and they are not getting them they are supposed to do. So, if they cannot be able to call in step to check, between now and 2029, we are going to be expecting a fast action in the country against them, and we don't want to see him resorting to a thing of the past. So please, let us be warm. I don't want to flex this. Thank you for having me.
Okay, thank you. We leave you right there. Let's talk to the other person. 1 minute. How are you? How you doing? Hello? Okay, let's leave you and talk to this one. Hello, how are you? 1 minute. How are you?
Hello, okay. How are you?
We're great. Let's hear you quickly. No time. We got to go home.
Okay, my name is Dennis. I'm calling from Nicola.
Go ahead, Dennis. Let's hear you, bro.
Yeah, okay. This thing that just happened today, it makes everybody to be bad. Because by the time the director said that you are coming to people on his jobs, they left all that when they get discussed of the national priority, they're coming fire and get talk about it. Then they just jump and they go straight to dry our theater. It makes everybody to feel bad.
Okay, we leave you right there. We leave you. Let's talk to the other person. Go ahead. 1 minute. How are you?
Thank you. Okay. That's Scott Moka, and I'm a proud member of Concern Liberia for Justice, pushing for the return for the Liberia.
Go ahead.
You know, if the opposition are never waking up, this is a call for us. This is an attack on the opposition community. What is really amazing is that you start the former vice president at the airport saying you're not going. Go back to Marubia and go to the police station. Why you gonna wait? You will have to barricade for car, red and run for what time here to prove what? Up to person Leroy from private bar at GFC Road yet. We didn't know when and how he was taken to court up to present. All of the names that have been mentioned in the job issue. We are seeing how they are treating them. But we have been thinking that when it comes to the opposition, that is how you will see the people proving that they got armed and they can display gun and all the kind of stuff. So the question we were asking them, if it was any opposition need that was mentioned in that video that was released by the cartel, what were you going to do? Were you going to sit and wait for clarification from that individual, or are you going to go for them? Look at Suarez that you refer to as the operator for the cartel here in Liberia. Suarez is sitting in picture with President Bwana at the house, seeing picture at the executive mansion, seeing picture on his phone and bombing. Up to President, nothing. Even the current vice president is seeing on the picture with some of the needs that have been linked to the drug issue. But you say person of interest, no communication, no debt, nothing at all. In that much she obeyed, she came back to town. You still have a barricade of car and Thomas and Johnson. No, you know what? The government is the one that's going to maintain the peace. I think we have done enough. We are lying there for almost 3 years. It is okay that we can just do it and we do it one time. Thank you.
Okay, we take the last caller. Go ahead. You're the last person, Jerome.
Yeah, good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Go ahead.
Yeah, special power point for justice. Memo concern that for justice. I constrained to get on the land.
Go ahead.
Okay. One my brother dropped it before Emoka. The message, the one I'm talking about here now because no fool yet I receive 140. 140, but because you are telling your city, you are telling you are having security, you are having power, you are president, you are police director, and you receive 144 because you was matter that certain trial or certain group that they want to say Baka join now. So that Baka going after the past official where a police director say they are being head in the government, the serious level, they are head in the cooking jar of the Georgia or the cooking, and the president on the cartel, call the president on the president on welcome, they not call the president on. They take money and get the bottle of flam on the country as I'm speaking, don't you Baka Satan Baka Lange. Then you are going to the airport and more going, you are going to arrest the one thing that security that's around the woman. Why the poor of the work has back, you go arrest, you go arrest, you go there, you say, oh, you go to the prison, when you go to the prison, you want they can't offer, they go to the jail. You just did it, go all around. Then you go after part official, let me tell you, as Emoka said, we are set up for law, opposition, according to your now. We are set up for law, it's not the thing, no. You have said that I'm a war, something is possible, I tell you, it will be too late for you. You have that now. And then the power is coming here. It is power, you want to go. The way that you power, don't is power, the everybody, and how you must, we don't have to say that yet, they never got martial like anybody yet. It's not the thing, no.
Okay. Thank you, Jerome. Let's wrap up. While I found something to play. Please wrap up. I want to find something to play. Go ahead.
It's so interesting. And if you are interested in cooking, come to Liberia. But yes, like I said, I want all of you to be patient. Don't be moved. We understand what's going on. But Princess, tomorrow is Thursday. Please be here to conclude the week. Thank you.
We'll return on tomorrow, hopefully. Until then, remember, we are still waiting for the government to name the owners of the cocaine. Distraction in these times will be temporary. At the end of the day, we are waiting for the government to name the owners of the cocaine. Nothing else, nothing more than that, and that's it. But we'll leave you right there. We'll leave you right there with this particular song. This particular song, it was done by Jones Dopo. This particular song, it was done by Jones Dopo. It is called Sweet Sweet Cassava Leaf. Okay, let's take a break. When we come back on tomorrow, we will continue with more information. Have yourself a wonderful time. God bless you. Be careful before they implicate you in the drug situation. Bye-bye.
Sweet kiss our liver. Now go along. You take it from Peter today, Paul will take it from you tomorrow, mama. Sweet, living is sweet, where the rich or poor. Why not pray for long fellow? He can pray for long life. As long as they live, you know, the better we grow.